Okay, just over here at the storage unit, and today I was driving by Dollarama, and so I had a few minutes to spare, and so I stopped and I grabbed a welcome kit, just one. I've got 2 units turning over, but I already had the second one. So I'm gonna go through exactly what I got. This took me about 8 minutes. First up, the liner for the oven. I put this in there. You gotta take the sticker off. Sometimes I'll put it in there, sometimes I actually leave it out. But I tell them they must use this. This is one of 3 items that are non-negotiable. And so when I have people shop for me, when I have like an on-site staff, I tell them go get 2 welcome kits. This is the only thing that they have to make sure. There's one of only 3 things that they have to make sure they get. So let's unpack the rest of it. We've got some Kleenex. Some TP, because who wants to move without TP? Dishwasher dish soap. If there's a dishwasher, I get the tabs. There is no dishwasher in either one of these units, so I get the soap. Couple scrubbies. Be careful. In some cases, you've got to instruct them that this is not for the bathtub if it's going to scratch the bathtub, depending on what you've got. Make sure these are nice smelling. Some cleaning wipes. Again, make sure I always pick whatever is citrus smelling because it smells strong, smells clean, gives people a good feeling. Some hand soap. I do animal friendly, so I've got cat treats. I don't know who's gonna be staying here. I haven't started advertising this one yet. That's a this week project. So I've also got dog treats. One of these likely won't go. Let's see here, what else do I have? Sticky notes, these serve multiple purposes. That is what I use at the walkthrough to mark everything that they want written down. You go room by room, stickies go on the wall for every single ding and mark and scuff and all that crap that they want recorded on their walkthrough. That's what those are used for. There's 3 of them, and so we also use them they can use them for things like writing on. Gatorade, I've actually got 2 of those, and I always get whatever bright color they've got. Don't get the watered down colors. Why? These serve 2 purposes. There's 2 of them for a reason. One, drink that shit. The other one, that gets poured in the tank of a toilet at walkthrough. So every single toilet gets a glug, 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 probably 3 of them. And then you come back 15 minutes later. If 15 minutes later, the bowl is red and you have not flushed it yet, that means you've got a leak. So at the same time we do a walkthrough, we do a toilet check. One of the other items that is non-negotiable are these stickies. They must use them. I give them to them with the instruction, you gotta use it, simply because when I do that, and then they end up with scuffs on the floor, they can't say, oh, I didn't know, my furniture. Yeah, I don't care. I gave you the things, you didn't use them, so it's your fault. Another one of the non-negotiables, liners. I always do coil top stoves, which are very difficult to find these days, but that is another non-negotiable. Why? Well, when you see people who stay there for 2 or 3 years and they don't clean under the coils, you'll know. When your house burns down, you'll get it. Another non-negotiable, I provide these, as many as they want. Most of the picture hanging kits at Dollarama are actually a little bit smaller now. They compacted these down as far as the size of the package goes. It's now like this big. So it's harder to find on the wall in the construction aisle, if you can call it that. Anyways, what I tell them is, I will give you as many of these as you want, as long as you use them. I will never, ever, ever deduct for holes made by hanging pictures if you use this. If you use something else, like a screw or a bolt, or like a lag bolt, which I have seen people do, because never underestimate the stupidity of 20-somethings or 40-somethings in the case that I'm thinking of. Just people are extra dumb, so you got to account for that. I tell them, use these, no deductions ever, I promise. I don't care if there's 1,000 of these put in the wall, I will not deduct. Why? Because the hole is so super crazy tiny that I'm literally just gonna throw a wee little bit of spackle in there, and I use such a light gray that honestly I could just do that and you wouldn't notice, but oftentimes we'll just spot paint as well. Got a pen or pencil, something to write with, because sticky notes are useless without something to write with. I've got the other size of coil liner. I've got another size of felt feet. I've got super duper handy paper towels because moving is gross. I've got a second picture hanging kit because, again, I want to stress that you can use as many of those as you want. And I want you to do that, so I give them as many as I can get, or as many as I think. This unit that's turning over is super duper small. It's about 580 square feet, so they won't need more than 2. And then I get some sort of basket thing to put all this fun stuff in and make it look presentable. What's missing here from that I also provide them is a card. I keep generic cards that don't say anything. And I buy them also at Dollarama in 10 packs for like $2. And it just handwritten, welcome to the, whatever address, looking forward to having you. Lots of times I'll throw a $5, $10, $15 gift card for pizza in there. Usually if it's pizza, it's not $5, it's more like 20. Either coffee or pizza, something local is what I throw in there. And it's just a nice little touch that makes people feel good on a day when things can be stressful. That's it. That's the welcome package in its entirety. If you want to download a list that is exceptionally similar to this, like a checklist for this welcome package, I've made one. It's totally free. I will throw a link to it in the comments. You click there, you download the checklist. Everybody's happy. Shop for your tenants. Do something good for them when they move in, and you will be the top 1% of landlords that they ever see, because almost nobody puts that sort of effort in. Cheers.